Charleston Blessings Boxes was created in 2017 by local attorney Katie Dahlheim to help those in need of food in the Lowcountry. I sat down one-on-one with Katie for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. Katie Dahlheim, it is so good to meet you.
It's great to meet you.
I appreciate it greatly. I understand, obviously, you are the creator and director of the Charleston Blessings Boxes, which I actually see around town, and many people have seen around town, from downtown Charleston all the way out to the suburbs. And I know back in 2017, you talked to ABC News 4 about this, and you said this quote, "I think people are inherently kind, and I think that sometimes they just need a little guidance as to something they can do, so once we're started, it's just taking off." Charleston Blessings Boxes. Where did you get your guidance to start this?
Yes, so I read about a woman, her name is Jessica McClare, and she lives in Arkansas. I read about her back in probably February of 2017, and she had a free pantry at her house. And I thought that was a fantastic idea, and I wanted to do that, but I live on a cul-de-sac, so no one is just happening by my house. And so I thought, well, if I could convince other people to put them at their houses or places of worship or offices that are in a higher foot traffic area, then that would be much more successful than if it was at my house. And so it started from there. And at that point, I built 4 of them in my garage. And my husband was great help. He is very supportive. He didn't think I was crazy. And also my friend Aisha Miller, she put one at her house at the same time. So we actually launched 5 in April of 2017. And then we did a lot of interviews, a lot of media coverage, and it really just spread. So now there's about 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the motto, as you said, is quote, "Leave what you can, take what you need."
Right.
What are people leaving and what are they taking right now when it comes to hunger in Charleston?
Yeah, we're finding a lot of need, especially at the end of the month. I think people before payday are really stretching. A lot of adults who have food insecurity, they'll feed the kids in their house and then not eat themselves. So we see a lot of donations of canned goods, peanut butter, pasta, things that are nutritious but also can sit in the box for a period of time, especially in the heat. Gets tricky, but we don't see things sitting for very long. It was a concern of mine that bugs or things could get in, but really the food is going in and it's coming right back out.
Wow, and thank God for that. And obviously with Charleston Blessing Boxes, you are obviously helping the hunger in Charleston to end hunger, and you also are going into the classrooms. Let me talk to you about Beyond Our Walls.
Oh, yeah.
It's an afternoon school program in North Charleston, which actually needs a new outdoor classroom.
Yes.
Can you tell me how Charleston Blessings Boxes meets Beyond Our Walls?
Yes, so we have, because there's been such an outpouring of support, we've really been able to branch out to the communities in several different ways, and that's one of them. We've also done some laundry days and things like that. So we did a book drive back in April for Beyond Our Walls, and that's how we sort of got involved with that group. And so we did a book drive. I think that we donated about 100 books for the kids that attend BOWS, and now we have become aware that they need an outdoor classroom. They had one, it was destroyed in one of the storms that we had. So they're doing a fundraiser right now to replace that, so we're just helping them get the word out.
That is so great to hear. And you mentioned this just a few minutes ago, but obviously at the end of the month is always a hard time for many people. And you also said this on your Twitter page, you said this quote, "Studies show adults with food insecurity will skip meals, as you mentioned, or reduce their portions to provide for children in their homes, obviously when it comes to foods." When you think of food insecurity in Charleston, where does Charleston go on that list?
So I've learned so much about food insecurity since I've started doing this project, and I think that a lot of people who need help either don't qualify because they're working 2 jobs. There are all kinds of situations where it's unexpected expenses that come up throughout the month. Your car breaks down, you're injured at work, your kid needs braces. I mean, so many things that can come up throughout the course of getting paycheck to paycheck that leaves that grocery bill being one of the places where people really try to make up for income that they've lost. And so I think that that's the goal of our project is to help the people who are food insecure. You know, there's a lot of resources for people who are say homeless or completely without resources, and this is really meant for the people who are just sort of in between and in that gray area where they don't qualify for maybe government assistance, but they still really need help to put food on the table for themselves and their kids. Also seniors, anybody who's on a fixed income, really, we're seeing benefit from the boxes.
And you talk about the boxes. Let me go back to Charleston Blessing Boxes. Again, your motto, leave what you can, take what you need. Be good to each other. Hashtag end hunger. Hashtag give back. Hashtag spreading kindness.
Yeah.
The community.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of the Charleston community and they're giving to the Charleston Blessing Boxes, where does your mind go?
I've just met so many great people throughout this. I think each of the boxes is sort of in a neighborhood. You know, there's one at the laundromat on the east side,
Right.
and I've seen all kinds of different groups and programs that come in and sort of just adopt it and make it their own. The mayor's office is their volunteer youth corps. That's who built the box. It's at the laundromat. So it's just a conglomerate of people that that kind of all contribute whatever their strength is to make it be a reality, which is just so much fun for me. I'm just the one on the Facebook page, you know, and all the other people are the ones who you know, make it a reality every single day. And we have no data, you know, it's all anonymous. I don't know how many people are donating. I don't know how many people are receiving. I don't know quantity, which, you know, really is the best part. I think that's the most beautiful part about it is people aren't donating to get a pat on the back. They're not donating to tell everyone I'm so, you know, giving of myself. They're just taking stuff and putting it in boxes and driving away, and that's it.
Yeah, and let me go back again. Leave what you can, take what you need. Let me ask you about the future. What do you hope that people will put inside the Charleston Blessings box to keep it going in your mind?
Yeah, I want people to just really think of the box that's closest to them as being theirs, as them being part of that movement. So if someone has left trash inside, I want people to take it out. If there's a spider, kill it, you know, like, make it like it's yours. You know, if it needs mended or if it's empty. I see a lot of posts on like mom swap pages and things like that, especially on James Island, that say like, hey guys, I stopped by the blessing box, y'all could come by and bring something that's looking empty, you know, things like that, or just kind of status updates, like if anybody needs formula, there's some there now, and I love that because I feel like in tiny little pockets of Charleston, that's how work like this gets done.
Oh, very good to hear. Well, Katie Dahlheim, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate this.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.